Adam Sandler when he was like the Uncut Gems era, and then when he didn't win, he went on some like independent, like small award show that he did, and just went full Sandler voice, like did a whole fucking acceptance speech.
That's hilarious. Did he do like the acceptance speeches like Whitey from?
Dude, it was like Billy. It was like Billy Madison voice, like it was like Mr. Penguin voice.
Thank you so much for giving me an award. I've been very grateful for what you've done for me. I will cherish it forever and ever.
What in Tardation?
I had the I don't know if this is what they're called, like pillow pals. It was like the wrestlers that were like, it was like a three.
Yes,
oh yeah, dude, we used to beat the
Talk
fuck out of those things,
fucking
dude. We
hell
jump
yeah.
off the top bunk and fucking like we would hurt ourselves a lot, but those things took the fucking.
We would build like a blanket mat in the living room with pillows and blankets, and then layer more blankets on top of that and make like a mat, and we would jump off the furniture and shit. And
my brother did that, but with me instead of a pillow pal.
Oh, me and my brother and the pillow pals. Everybody was getting.
My brother
the
was 6 years older than I was, so I was just getting a business.
If being cockeyed isn't genetic, that's exactly how I got this way.
Just had head trauma, moderate head trauma.
My dad has a lazy eye. Period. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. My dad has a lazy eye. It's real. It ain't had a job since the 70s.
Body pillows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, we would take, my buddy's mom had body pillows on her bed, and we'd take them, and we'd go on the trampoline.
Mine. And we gotta beat the shit out of this real quick.
And we would move the trampoline next to like this old swing set, and we would jump off the top, like onto the body pillows, do like swanton bomb.
It's crazy. That's before we learned that you could fuck the pillows. We just used to beat the shit out of them.
I was gonna say, we'd take the pillows and be like, we're gonna go wrestle with these, and mom would be like, just don't fuck them.
Be like, wait, you can do that?
I think that's the loss of innocence, right? When you go from wrestling the pillow and give it the swanton bomb, and then it feels a little bit too good when you're getting up.
Yeah, well, I was trying to put that body pillow in a sleeper hold, and then
I got it.
Put me in a hold.
Do you have a favorite wrestler?
Me?
Yeah.
Rude,
I liked, my favorite wrestler was Chris Benoit.
Okay.
Oof.
Yep.
R.I.P.
What does that do? Like, how did that play into your development?
Oh, I quit wrestling after all that, or I quit watching wrestling after all that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, he's the best. He's my favorite.
Yeah, it sucks when you figure out who your heroes are. Right?
Yeah, I was like 13,
as
just like,
household, we stopped watching wrestling when DDP turned on Bill Goldberg and ended his streak. As a household, to my dad, that was the equivalent of like those people who stopped watching football when Colin Kaepernick took a knee. He was like, enough is enough.
I'm putting my foot there.
We didn't wrestle pillows though. We built an actual like wrestling ring in my grandparents' backyard. And then all the neighborhood kids would come over and we'd be going off the clotheslines that we put together.
You were those videos we saw in the early days of the internet.
So what was the worst injury sustained in the wrestling ring there?
I like fractured my ankle pretty bad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anybody get it worse than you?
No.
Again, nobody flew out of the ring. Nobody.
I mean, a couple of kids.
No casualties.
No casualties.
Couple concussions.
So you guys weren't doing death matches in the backyard.
You guys weren't really trying, is what I'm hearing.
We hit my friend with a chair once.
We did that. Yeah, we did the chair.
Hell yeah.
A folded up chair.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, my brother did that with one of his friends, but he hit him with a camping chair that was like in the cylinder position, and it's like that's just regular assault, but that's like.
So I have a buddy.
You hit him with 4 police batons at once.
I have a buddy down here who's a professional wrestler, and he does this series called Micro. Like I could probably take him.
Macro wrestling, dude.
But he does this series called Barroom Blitz, and they just literally have wrestling matches at a bar. So the first time I ever saw him do this was at the Cobra, of course, because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
it was a hardcore show inside, and then there were matches in between, and they were beating the shit out of each other inside with light bulbs, like industrial. Dude,
Like for
I
wrestling.
don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how much those things cost, but they break a lot of them always. And so then he dragged the dude outside, threw him off the balcony, like onto the patio, which is not a large balcony, but
It's not,
Then he
but
like
it's-
did a flip onto him, and then they just went like bulb for bulb, band for band, and then he put an entire box worth. I guess they're like kind of like taped together. He put it on top of him and like did a backflip onto him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then after the fight, he went inside and he covered Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit with one of the bands. And it was like the hardest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, yo, I was like,
covered
what's
in
up?
blood
And there's like
and
pieces of
glass.
light bulb coming out of his fucking head.
Oh my
And
God.
he's like all bloodied up. And I'm like, oh, like selfie. And I was wearing a wife beater, which now you probably think I maybe wear 100% of the time. But I got to the bar and somebody's like, yo, what the, are you okay? Covered in blood.
Then did you get to be like a badass and be like, oh, it's not my blood?
You should see the other guy. That is my friend, and also covered in blood, and
That's
has
the most
light bulbs
Cobra
everywhere.
thing ever. That's,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Also, could you imagine just like your buddy just being like, oh, hey, come have a drink with me at this bar. And you're just sitting there drinking, and he's like, hey, hold on, I'll be right back.
check
and then
this
he just
out.
It's a guy with his beer bottle, and then starts grabbing light bulbs, and you're just like, what's happening?
Come watch
Yeah.
me perform, dude.
I got a show.
Hey, I got a 5-minute set you should check out,
Come check
dude.
this out.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
he's got one coming up the end of this month, and he's doing. So I don't think. I'm fairly confident that the death matches that they do aren't death matches, but he has a death match on a Saturday, and then he's flying home to Nashville for like a brawl situation with like 8 other wrestlers on a Sunday, back to back,
Holy
and then
shit.
a
Sounds like-
flight from
They're
California.
They're not really death
Send me a
matches.
message when that comes through. That's
I believe that it's the
That's
26th of this month at Vinyl Lounge, not Vinyl. Yeah, Vinyl Lounge.
Dog,
okay.
if a death
You
match
crazy
ain't
if it was a
death
record
match.
store, they're just breaking records over each other.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, that would be
bad.
hilarious.
Well, it's also it's a hardcore show too, so it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
Let's go.
I'll get you the info after this. I make sure I'm 100% on it, but I believe it's the
Let's
26th.
do that.
That is pretty badass. But also a death match that isn't a death match.
Not anymore.
very
Hey, it's
disappointing.
2024, man.
Yeah, but
I
that
miss
would be
when a
like
death
that would
match
be
was a
like
death
going
match.
that would be like going
Take
to
me
midget
back.
wrestling, and it's like, hey, we don't actually have any little people, but we have some short guys.
Yeah, they're under. They're what is that? What is that?
You know?
What do they say? Under 4'11" is legally a midget. So
Yeah.
they're legal midgets.
We got
but
a
they're
couple
not
5-footers out here though. You know, we got it there.
Legal midgets.
legal midget wrestling.
Illegal.
Did you guys know that
midget
Danny
wrestling.
DeVito?
Illegal
Has
midget wrestling
dwarfism?
is just wrestling.
Did you know Danny DeVito is technically
No, I
a
was not.
midget?
What?
Danny
How
DeVito
tall
is a
is
little
he?
person, and he has dwarfism.
Oh,
He actually has, yeah. He's
has
so
dwarfism.
like he's their king. He has to be like the most famous one.
He is
He's
the
top
short
of
king.
top of the dude chain
The
for,
short
for
king.
dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to be.
He's their Jesus.
Dinklage. Who do you think got more money?
Oh, Danny DeVito, for
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah. Just because he's been in the game much longer.
Well, what are his business ventures, man? Dinklage was on fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Always
DeVito's
Sunny?
probably double Dinklage.
Doug, I'm just saying, there's 8 seasons of Game of Thrones and there's 21 seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Of It's
Okay,
Always Sunny.
hey,
Yeah.
debate over. Sorry, Dink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention the 3-decade-long movie career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, he's just been in the game longer, I bet. I mean, I'm sure, like, over time, Peter Dinklage will probably amass more.
Maybe
but-
not, man. Seems like he's fading out.
I don't know, dude.
They made a weird
Dink?
decision a few
I was-
years back on
I-
a period piece.
I literally just
that
bought-
was not stellar.
What did
Yeah.
you say?
He took a bad role. I'm going to butcher the name of it, but it was a period piece. It's like an old story, but basically, a member of royalty is like in love with somebody and trying to communicate, and he's the one writing the letters, right? Is this story ringing a bell for anybody? So then she finds out that she's fallen in love with
I
Dinklage,
remember
and
the
then
movie.
society's not ready for it. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember.
not good.
I remember seeing the ads and stuff for it, and then
Yeah.
nobody talked about it. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, it was one of those.
He's like, I've been in castles for the last like decade. Let's do this one. And
Yeah.
like, maybe not. Dude.
Not a good castle.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? The dad Lannister from Game of Thrones, the older guy.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Oh, no spoilers. Yeah, I'm saving that one. Saving the show. Haven't seen it.
No, the actor. Oh, I can't think of his name. But he's the same thing. He's been in everything with a castle for like 40 years.
Sometimes you just get comfortable in the castle, I think.
Hey, king in the castle, king in the castle.
Yeah. Can't go back.
It's hard to step out. It's like, man, it's a fix. I need my, like, you can't get enough. Once you get in the castle, you just got to get back.
And he's like, I miss the old chamber pot.
Is he a straight white dude?
Yeah,
Of course he likes being in a castle,
Yeah,
dude.
of course. He goes to medieval times.
Hand and
during all-
foot.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
drinking
he
the
literally
wine. and
always
getting
plays
out
like a
and,
lord or
yeah.
a king or something. Yeah, always royalty. You right.
It's in his
you're
blood.
right. It's why people make movies based off old books. They literally
Mickey
comb
Mouse is
through
public
books.
domain now.
What?
Isn't Mickey Mouse public domain?
I
don't
struggle
know.
to
It's,
see a world where any original Disney character is public domain.
Something Disney just did become public domain.
Maybe a Steamboat Willie.
Maybe Steamboat Willie.
Maybe a Steamboat Willie.
Pervert on a boat
Yeah.
with another animal.
His name's Willie.
Cyclical. You see the way his lips move? Come on.
Oh God.
You fuck with Disney movies?
Oh, yeah.
What a
Disney.
question. Yo, you fuck with Disney movies?
Gotta find out.
like
hey,
it.
measure
My
a
mom
man.
is-
Maybe you're not a Disney adult, but you fuck with the movies.
My mom's.
Maybe you like the
super
OG
Disney
ones.
adult.
Maybe you like the Pixar joints.
Yeah, I don't really watch them anymore, but my mom was
Sounds like you do.
super Disney. Super Disney.
What was your favorite one as a kid?
It's called Can of Worms. It was a Disney Channel movie.
Okay.
It's about this kid who would like draw comic books and from like dreams he had, and they were like real. It was like about aliens invading and all this
It
shit.
was
and it was like all real.
oh, what was it? It was based off some guy.
Excuse me.
Was it
Get out
Bruce
of this jacket.
Coville or R.L. Stein or one of those guys?
Oh yeah, maybe Arl Stein. But it was. I mean, it was awesome. Loved that movie.
R.L. Stein, Goosebumps guy.
Yeah.
Goosebumps guy.
Freak.
Yeah. Dude, I used to
Stephen
love
King.
watching the Goosebumps little
King.
shows.
We love the king, dude.
I mean, we love him, but he's a creepy fella, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever read it, there's a whole child orgy.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Terrifying.
And it's like, oh, you wrote that as like a 30-year-old man.
He was fucked up for a lot of that. He's got a great book called On Writing, where it's kind of just like loosely autobiographical, and also like a nice training tool for any creator. He talks about all the dark shit that he went through. Basically, Cujo, and he like went on a bender and came out with that crazy ass fucking book about that dog. And then he went sober.
I'm not familiar with Cujo.
Cujo was wild. I read that when I was like 13, 14. I was, it was pretty young to
Yeah.
read Cujo.
They
It's
should
about
not have
a-
been letting us read that.
About a dog
So you're not
demon
from Tennessee.
rabies.
Yeah. They probably burned that fucker here.
Yeah.
Burning a book, what a crazy fucking thing.
Ever been a
I
movie
do.
about it?
Cujo,
Yeah.
But the
Not a
movie
great
is,
one.
the movie does nothing that the book does.
Yeah.
The book is
Yeah.
insane.
In
So
the movie-
Stephen King like a fucking weird guy?
No, man, he just likes to write this shit.
Well, it's like I like.
No,
to,
he's a weirdo.
He probably, you think he probably stinks? Like he smells bad, probably?
You know what? I don't know.
Probably one of those
I
weird
feel
guys
like that's
smell
something that
bad.
people would know about him by now. He goes to like every Red Sox game, so people might start talking about his odor. He might be bidding at this point.
Like, yo, hey, he writes good books, but god damn, he stinks. Have you ever seen that guy when he sees a woman?
Yeah, some of the best artists are just stinky dudes.
He's a mouth breather. You know, he just pants real heavy. You know?
He's a lobby lurker, dude. King was definitely a lobby lurker, man.
Sure.
He's the first one in, last one out of high school, you know,
Yeah.
just sitting there.
Sitting there panting.
Principal's like, how you getting home today, Steve? He's like,
Well, when you like to know, huh?
He was under the bleachers trying to sniff the seats.
it's pretty specific. You ever seen Misery? Movie? I
Oh,
think
yeah.
That's like the most accurate.
Peak
like,
Kathy
best-
Bates.
Oh, dude, Psycho. James Caan too. Which he wrote
Excellent.
like he was in a big like car accident, like almost died, and then he wrote that one. The hobbling scene in the book is a lot more graphic.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
read Misery.
He gets, can't spoil it, but you should read
bad?
it because it's
Okay.
not just broken ankles.
Oof. Oof.
Well, like in Cujo the book, like what they don't really cover in the movie, like in the book, the dog doesn't just have rabies. The dog is like possessed
Yeah.
by like something evil. In the movie, it's just a dog with rabies.
I think there's maybe an allusion to evil in the book or in the movie.
A little.
Not as much as the book, though.
No, yeah, nowhere close. It's like the dog is being driven by an entity in the book.
Yeah, which is
Big ass dog.
I think an allegory for addiction.
Being like ratatouille'd by like a demon.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
that's deep. Yeah, I see what you mean.
he did go on a bender before he wrote it.
Yeah, I'm
little
being controlled
foreshadowing.
by something evil and bigger than myself.
Honestly, sometimes that inspires best art. Got to get out to get in.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's like the down the rabbit hole shit.
The meditating.
A little meditating.
I think it's like the opposite of meditation. It's just complete absence. I'm not here. It's just channeling. Just your conscious only like by breath and like innate behaviors, blinking and shit. But not,
You're right.
not
It is.
there.
It is the absence of meditation, because like the whole point of meditation, you're right, is to not
to
think
be-
anything.
yeah, it's to be in
And the
tune
whole
with
point of what
yourself.
we're talking about is to dive all the way into thought and forget your physical form.
Yeah. Just thoughts.
Damn.
What do you call that?
A bender.
What do you call
Cocaine.
that? Heavy drug use.
For getting into it. Yeah, I've never fucking just done like, just got like focus on my thought. I try to get all thought out of my brain.
No, going.
Because I'm always thinking. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my brain's constantly moving. So like I yearn for fucking silence.
See,
Like in my brain, silence.
Yeah, but that's the worst thing because silence doesn't give you that. Silence gives you the loudest like internal narrative that you have. You just sit there and get lost in it.
yeah, but dude, that's that driving shit we were talking about.
Yeah.
And before, that's why I like driving, dude. I'll drive like hours and hours in silence, no radio, no nothing.
Raw
just
dog in the road.
Yeah.
raw dog in the road of my own thoughts.
My dad was always like that. I never fucking got it as a kid, and he's like, I'm always thinking about shit. And he's like, this is a distraction, and now like I drive in silence more often than not.
Well, because now you're like tapped into the creative. Like when
Oh,
I'm
dude,
driving
it's
in silence, I'm
exhaustive.
thinking about jokes or thinking about something I want to write, or like just, oh, that's a sign for like a weird thing. What if I worked in a store
Yeah, it's inspiration.
here?
But I mean,
yeah.
it's also I don't know for me because it's like music is the format. It's like I don't really get to listen to music anymore the way that I used to. It's like I hear it and it sounds like a crazy person thing. And I had a writer tell me that when I started like getting back into the music thing, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. I don't listen to music. I listen to podcasts, I listen to silence, and I listen to the demos that I'm actively working on. And then when I got like into it, I can't listen to music.
Dude,
I'm inspecting the mix.
I
I'm
can't
like-
watch stand-up
yeah.
comedy, and I can't listen to podcasts anymore.
Yeah.
I used to listen to podcasts a lot,
Yeah.
and now that I can't.
Yeah.
I listen
What?
to a lot of binaural beats when I drive.
I love binaural beats.
What about your? Is that like?
That's
It's
like,
like
lo-fi
white noise?
hip hop,
Oh, okay.
with like the sounds, like the what's
like
that sleep app?
frequencies is like
Yeah.
Yeah, like white noise. Or,
Yes,
yeah,
like
okay.
looped into it or underlaid in it.
Okay.
I'll
kind
put
of
that
thing.
shit on and man, I'll just start cranking shit.
Yeah.
Like you're like I'll just be like fuck.
Well, and a
Is
lot
there
of
like
the
science behind the stimulation with those?
Yeah.
yes. So the binaural is more like when you're listening in headphones, it's alternating between the left and right. Like what's that water fountain song? Do you remember like the But yeah, like the water fountain song does it where like the beat will alternate in the headphones, like and travel back and forth, and it's like an ADHD stimulation thing.
Yeah, that's why I
Very
like it
cool.
because like it's almost like
It calms your brain
when
down.
I'm working on the computer, I'll put on like something like that and I'll just fucking lock in and like my brain's got that going, so I'm able to.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like I'm distracting my brain, like, hey, look over here, so I can focus
Exactly.
on.
Yeah.
That's like I was saying. That's what driving does.
Yeah.
Like because I have to focus on the physical aspects and like this part's life and death, but that's such a narrow
Well, it's
realm
like-
of what my brain does that it leaves all of this excess
Yeah,
capacity.
it's like a safe
Yeah.
safe space. I do my best writing when I'm stoned in bed by myself, like eating snacks, like in my house with like the curtains drawn and it's locked, and I got the lights are vibey, and like I don't have any other external like fear or worry, and then I'm like locked in.
You got a palm tattoo?
I do, yeah.
Does that hurt like a motherfucker?
Yeah, it wasn't very long, but it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
My buddy Butcher just opened a tattoo shop on Woodland across the street from like Uptown Lakeside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were all doing shop tats, and he's like a brother to me, so they were all getting the logo, and he got one on his hand. I was like, fucking do me up, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And how recent is it? And how long will it like last?
So this I got, it must have been, shit. It was the day before the Mona Lisa party. That's why any of the photos I have, I look like I'm like a boxer. I got my hand wrapped up because I was like, I'm going to be dapping people up all night. I don't want a new tattoo.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell happened to your hand? I'm like, dude, we're in a tattoo shop. 'Cause I did the release party at the shop.
Oh, that's dope.
But I guess that would have been 6 or 7 weeks ago. So this will stick. Palms you can kind of always get redone, but the first application is what's important. So you got to make it stick. It's not easy to tattoo a palm.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, it will end up kind of looking more like this, where it's like a little bit blown out. This one was just tough. I got this during South by, and you know, this finger gets a lot more use, I guess, than the palm. But
Humble brag.
Yeah.
no, that's just to say that I'm not a violent man.
It's not just out here Will Smith and bitches.
No, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That's it.
Proof.
Oh.
That's good.
You have any tattoos?
I got one. I got that.
Skyline?
That's it, baby. Born and raised.
Let's go.
Just had to get the
Nashville skyline.
Yeah, man.
Great record.
Yeah, that's all I got. I thought about getting more, but because this is all I have, I'm just like, nah. I don't really care for that. Because
So I hurt.
I want... no, it actually didn't. I have a lot of fat, if you didn't know. I don't know if you could tell, but but I always want dumb tattoos. Like,
Just get them.
Hit him.
I know, but I always want the stupidest shit. Like,
Fill up your sketchbook,
Dude,
Doug.
this is a morph of a gorilla with a tit on its head.
oh, that's
Is that the
sick.
dumb tattoo? I have a boner bat Jesus on my chest.
What is it?
It's a bat nailed to my chest, and he's got a boner, and he's got a crown of thorns, and it's boner bat Jesus.
That's sick.
So you can get whatever the fuck you want tattooed on you. Turns out
Yeah, it turns out.
they just let you do it.
I wanted to get a. It's like you ever watch Star Wars people?
Mm-hmm.
You know Darth Maul. Mm-hmm. So it's Darth Maul, but he's chubby and he's wearing a black cowboy hat. And it's
Darth
Darth
Brooks.
Maul.
Darth
Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Darth
I saw that and
Brooks.
I was like, oh, dude, I want to get that. So if I do get a tattoo, that will be the next one.
Darth Maul or Darth Brooks.
Yeah, and I want to put it like right on my thigh. But
Do it.
It'll
Do
be
it.
it's just my mom's covered in tattoos, all Disney related. Every tattoo my mom has is Disney related.
Hell yeah.
Which
Is hilarious
Which goes back
because
to the
Walt
Disney
Disney
thing.
would have shit a brick about.
yeah, a woman.
Walt would not.
A woman making decisions. He'd be like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Forget the copyright infringement. This woman's making decisions.
When they unfreeze his head and bring him back, he's gonna be upset.
Yeah.
He's gonna
What
have
did they
some
do?
Oh, wait till he sees Buzz Lightyear.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's gonna
He
have a
finds
real.
out that Elsa's a lesbian. He's
Yeah,
like, whoa,
Froze is going to be the end all. There's 2 women making decisions without a man involved.
Oh,
It's like black mermaids. What are we doing here, people?
Is there a timeline for that? Is there like a thaw period? Is this like Austin Powers? There's like a countdown for us to break fucking Disney's head out?
I don't know. Let's check with Futurama. We'll check with Futurama and get back to you. Macroneck, don't miss, Doug.
It's like that. You think that's real? I mean, obviously everyone talks about like he froze his head, but like
I don't think that there's
it's
a way
like-
that could be preserved.
and even if you did, it's like what you fucking You just hope one day that you get to,
That you need him again? When we need him the most, we're gonna break into the fucking vault.
Yeah, it's like if that technology is going to exist, we probably have it, and they're probably like, dude, don't break into that.
After a nuclear winter, humanity rebuilds itself, and it's like we've lost the technology to animate drawings. We need Walt.
We need Walt. Didn't they did the same thing to Rasputin's cock though?
What?
Rasputin's cock is preserved in a jar.
Dude, what if they put those on the same body?
World domination. That's a superhuman, dude. When AI, like,
Rasputin's joystick.
when AI takes over and it's like the war against robots, they're like, we need Walt Disney's head and Rasputin's fucking business.
On
dude.
Elon's weird body.
Oh my god. No.
See Infinity Stones.
They didn't keep those.
Yeah. On Elon's body that is somehow shaped like the Cybertruck he designed.
We need that Van Gogh
That
guys
sounds
here.
cool as hell.
We need Rasputin's penis, Walt Disney's head. Fucking
Dude. Supergroup. That's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Van Gogh, Rasputin, and Disney.
Who's that guy that cut his nose
Van
off
Gogh's ear.
and put a gold one on? You guys ever hear about that in school?
No.
It's like some French dude. He was like famous because he cut his nose. He cut his own nose off, and then like made a gold nose.
It's just
He
like
could have just
super
got a
glued
nose
on?
grill, dude. He didn't have to
Got
go
a
around.
nose grill, dude.
Those girls crazy.
Also, what was that disease that people used to get, like leprosy?
Yeah.
What if he had like leprosy on his nose and he's like, well, I'm gonna have to amputate this anyway. So let me just be
Tycho
like,
Brahe.
This is a thing.
Yeah.
Bro!
What?
So
He look cool as hell.
And there's just, so that's what he like.
Instead of a brown noser, he's a gold noser.
Doug,
That's-
all
I
that
gotta
nose
change the
needs
game,
is a
dude.
set of glasses and a little mustache.
Everyone's putting gold
Doug.
in their mouth. I'm gonna get the nose going, dude. Brownest thing.
What the fuck?
That's hardware.
Trying to see what happened to him.
But I
Yeah,
can't.
it's talking about all of his discoveries. It's like, yeah, who gives a fuck? What happened to his nose?
Who cares what he invented?
Doug, the year is 2033. Paul Wall's entire face is a grill.
Decepticon, dude.
Yeah, he's got diamond eyebrows. Who's that rapper that put embedded that stone in their face?
Uzi Vert
Yeah.
put a giant
Uzi.
stone
Didn't
in
somebody
his face
steal
and
it?
No, it was bleeding. Like during the healing process when it shouldn't have been, because turns out you shouldn't really set just like a raw stone in your face.
He
and
lost
was
it in a sword duel.
huge. So I think he's probably
His
got a scar
nose?
now.
Yeah.
He lost his nose in a sword duel?
If I was in a sword duel
Okay.
with somebody with a golden nose, that's where I'm going.
Dude, I bet he made the guy who cut his nose off pay for that gold one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he lost his real nose in a sword duel, and that's why he had the golden nose.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying he got into one late in life after he had invented the golden nose, and somebody was like,
Somebody
Mine.
somebody sword jacked him for his gold nose, like a rapper did.
He got into an argument with his third cousin, Mandara Parsenberg,
"Fuck Parsenberg."
at an engagement party over who was a superior mathematician. They settled their duel. They settled their feud with
isn't
a
it?
duel in the dark. And
The dark.
he lost the bridge of his nose and a scar on his forehead.
Isn't it awesome being a dude?
Yeah, just
Yo,
This is why women
everybody
live longer.
knows you fucking suck at math, Parsenberg. He's like,
Yeah.
yo.
Everybody knows you ain't a numbers autistic boy. Sit down.
a duel.
The women
Like,
are like, hey, let's
I know
not. Hey,
numbers,
let's
so
put the
like
swords down.
I'll use algebra in the dark, dog. I'll fucking and won't even touch you. And then it's like nose gone.
He's like, yeah, sure, you might be the better mathematician, but got your nose.
Damn. Damn. His third cousin legit said, "Got your nose."
You think he just became a mouth breather after that? Or you think-
No, he probably got open flow, dude.
Not if you put a gold nose on top.
If he had golden nose.
Imagine it was just solid. There was no holes. It's just a solid English.
Just mounted that thing on there, just a block.
the driest
His head's
nostrils.
heavy as fuck.
Doug, oh,
He
could
starts
you
walking
imagine-
around like this now.
Doug,
Are you trying to?
Doug, imagine like taking your nose off to blow it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's empty. That's
Like
some
you're blowing
steampunk
over
shit.
the top
Yeah.
of a Coke bottle, dude. Just
I'd like to think during the winter he's like festive and has like a carrot nose he put in. You know?
He's got a clown nose.
He has a sense of humor. He's like, yeah, I lost my nose in a drunk argument with my uncle. Watch it.
Somebody's like, oh, ignore him. He's a dickhead. And he's like, funny you should mention.
A bunch of different ones.
Wow, that's utility.
Doug.
There's lots of opportunity with no nose.
That's how he gets the ladies. He's like, hey, wait till you see the nose I got back at home.
Yeah, I got a Pinocchio in at the house.
Just lie to me all night.
Maybe that's more geometry than algebra. Some isosceles in there.
Not the golden nose.
You ever been in an argument so bad that you wanted to fight someone with a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly airport staff.
Doug, 100%.
That's why they don't let you bring those things in. It's not about like the passengers or the hijacking. It's just like
TSA.
so they let TSA
Doug,
fucking assault you. And you can't sword fight them anymore.
Yeah, if dueling was still allowed, me and a couple Southwest employees would all have some holes in us. So.
You bring dueling back. The kids these days are too soft. Keyboard warriors, you don't know what it's like staring down the barrel of a gun.
Dude, have you seen the slap fight league?
Yeah, it's insane.
I think we should install one of those slap fight rock'em sock'em robot like consoles in every school in America. Like, oh, you, Billy and Bobby, you guys have a problem with each
Slap
other?
fight it out.
To the console, you little bitches.
Are they? They must be in a ring, but they can't be calling it the octagon. What's the shape of the ring that they're slap fighting in? Is there
It's not a ring. It's like a
It's like
stage.
two
It's like
tables.
it's like a podium with like handles on it.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
watched like 8-second clips of it on the internet, and I'm, not
Fascinated.
not put off enough not to watch it when it comes on my feed. But
Yeah.
I just kind of want to see.
I just love those
Can this dude
still
take a fucking
images.
palm?
I love those still
Oh, with the
images
face
afterwards
that's
where
like-
it's
Yeah,
just like, oh shit. Yeah. Look like that face guy. Rocky whatever.
Rocky Balboa.
No. You two know who I'm talking about.
The elephant dude.
Yeah. The man without a face.
Oh.
I haven't seen that one. Oh, is that the A24 joint? Movie?
No, it's like the
it's a
real
real
deal guy
with elephantitis?
like human Gumby.
I think they just put out a movie called The Man Without a Face or something like that. It's like
There was
it's
a
art
Mel
movie.
Gibson movie
yeah.
like that or something, but yeah.
Man in the Iron Mask with different film.
Old DiCaprio? Yeah.
Definitely a different film. You got that one on VHS?
No, not here.
Best we can do is Bad Santa. Not a different film though. Not dissimilar.
I got Blow. And Scarface. Oh, come on. Liar, liar.
Dude, I
And
watched
Oh
that.
Brother, Where Art Thou?
I watched so obviously growing up in the VHS era, that was one of maybe like 8 movies I had at the house. I watched that a lot as a kid. So I never will understand it, but I hadn't watched it in probably 15 years, and I went back and watched it. It's fucking stellar, dude. Carrey was on a rip, dude. He could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Carrie's the other, the fourth guy in my comedy, Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
I would say. Mine is it's Robin Williams, Sinbad, Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Because those guys that were on absolute tears
Yeah.
and did whatever they wanted, but also made you feel good.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Carrey has to be up there.
Yeah.
Probably have Mike Myers. Maybe
Damon
Maybe
Wayans.
Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller.
Ben
Dude,
Stiller.
Yeah.
What a specific brand of shit that he got away with and still does. And when he's on, man, he's on.
Yeah.
And when he's off, you just let it go. You're like, well, that's a Stiller joke that won't land.
He's
but,
the
it's
Nicolas
great.
Cage of comedy.
Dude, Nick Cage is wild.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's he could win, Ben Stiller could win an Oscar or he could win a Razzie. And you don't know which way it's going to go. But it's Ben Stiller,
Adam
so you'll give him a
too.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that when Adam Sandler, when he was the Uncut Gems era, and then when he didn't win, he went on some like independent, like small award show that he did, and just went full Sandler voice, like did a whole fucking acceptance speech.
That's hilarious. Did he do like the acceptance speeches like Whitey from
Dude, it was like
Crazy
Billy. It
Nights
was
or
like Billy
something?
Madison voice, like it was like Mr. Penguin voice.
much for giving me the award. I'm very grateful for what you've done for me. I will cherish it forever and ever.
Dude, that's
That's
guy
my
hasn't
Adam
figured
Sandler
out.
voices. That's my.
He just gets to wear basketball shorts as a career.
Yeah.
Puts on for all the boys.
Cut off sweatshorts, Doug.
He's
I'm
like,
trying
I
to
want
make
to go
this
on
a thing.
vacation. Let's make fucking Blended. I'm pulling up with all my absolute boys.
Oh, yeah, I want to go to Hawaii. Let's make 51st dates in Hawaii.
He also be hooping a lot.
Yeah, so he does
does
have it
hoop.
figured out. He wears the hoop gear and he fucking lives the hoop life, and then sometimes
That's
he
really
goes on
why he wears
vacation
the
and makes
basketball
movies.
shorts.
In case somebody
He's
throws
he
him the
keeps some
rock.
things
Yeah.
on him, Doug. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get it anytime. He plays basketball the way some guys play beer pong. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can get challenged at any point in time.
And you get
Yeah.
upset. I'm that
Yeah.
way.
Your friend calls you while your wife's giving birth to your first child and is like, yo, challenge, bitch. You got 18 minutes to get to your garage.
Ball is life, dude. The game's
Ball-
calling.
Games
Don't hate the
called.
player, hate the game.
Sorry, you knew this before you married me. Sorry, I'm a competitor.
Oh, God. That's hilarious. Just Adam Sandler randomly accepting fucking pickup game challenges.
He also plays a lot of fucking music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
So,
I
I guess-
literally, that's one of the reasons why
And he's from
on-
New Hampshire, so
Well,
it
that's
might
what,
be Adam Sandler.
Doug, that's one of the reasons why he's on my like Mount Rushmore is I've literally talked about this for the last 2 years. It was part of like moving to Nashville. I want to make like a comedy music album of like not covers, like because I've done like covers and parodies and stuff like that. I want to do like original songs, but I just want to do a variety of different like comedy songs and put it out like a Now CD. But I want to call it What These Songs Identify as Music, Volume 2. And then never have a Volume 1. But I just think, what? These songs identify as music, Volume 2. This week's episode of the What in Tardation podcast is brought to you by Eargasm, the leader in innovative hearing solutions. Eargasm was founded with a passion for preserving the sound quality of live experiences while prioritizing hearing health. We live in a loud world, and harmful noises significantly threaten our hearing and mental health. Eargasm's high-fidelity earplugs are designed to protect your hearing in all loud environments without sacrificing sound quality. Get all the highs and lows of a concert or festival at a safer volume for your eardrums. Eargasm earbuds aren't just for musicians or concert fans, though. They're for anyone who finds themselves in loud situations. If you're someone who needs extra support in unpredictable environments, from comedy clubs or classrooms to crowds or construction sites, these earplugs help manage sensory overload and anxiety caused by loud noises. Eargasm's high-fidelity earplugs are an ideal go-to solution for neurodivergent individuals or anyone else with sensory processing differences or sensitivities to sounds, because these earplugs filter out harmful, overwhelming noise and allow you to hear only what matters, so you can enjoy a calmer, more grounded experience in chaotic environments. Order your first pair of hypoallergenic, high-fidelity earplugs today by checking Eargasm out on Instagram or heading over to their website at www.eargasm.com. And when you check out, use promo code AJ10 for 10% off your order. Now back to the podcast.
I got a buddy down here, phenomenal songwriter, and when I first went to his studio, it's like obviously like the plaques, and I go in the bathroom, and he has a platinum Now record hanging above the toilet. And then I made a reference to that, and I have another
Is that
buddy
toilet made
who
of
got,
gold? Because
unfortunately, it's not. I got another buddy who's got a record for being on Now 69. And I'm like, that's you just trumped the bathroom record.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
69, that's a moment in history. Who even knew they made 69 of those things? And did they stop then? 'Cause they should
No.
have.
No, they did not.
Yeah. Also, I think it would be hilarious to make a not for kids bops.
Oh, we're doing one. It's called Rag Bop.
That's
Let's
hilarious.
go.
Yeah. It's just my songs, but like sung by
NSFW
children.
bops.
So they're singing about. Well, you heard
That's
Empires Goodbye.
hilarious.
That'd be funny.
That would be
A
funny.
bunch of kids singing it, like a
Oh,
kid's
like
choir.
a children's choir.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
That would be Rag Bop. That would be like that's major, dude. The kids on the Kids Bop records are half of the time they're not even singing. I think that's the whole thing. They're just
Yeah.
have you heard the Kids Bop of Macklemore's Riff Shop? Because that is the pinnacle of Kids Bop. So the lyric in the Macklemore song is probably should have watched it. Smells like R. Kelly's sheets. And on the record, which maybe you could put this up on this because it's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. It goes, probably should have watched it. It smells like my soccer cleats. And then there's a gang like vocal that comes in the back, and it's a kid's going, ew. And then there's a boing. It's like a 4-second fucking brilliant clip.
Oh my god.
And that's why we do
The
this as
soccer
artists.
cleats is for the kids, the boing is for the parents.
Yeah.
Dude, that's 100%. Do you know what I mean? It's
my
like
God.
those jokes in Shrek. Do you
Yeah.
remember the first, like the
Lord
first Shrek?
Farquaad?
Yes. Yeah. Shrek says he's compensated for something, which I think means he's got a really tiny ego.
Yeah, Farquaad was just fuckwad.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
100%.
That's so Mike Myers. He also had a specific fucking thing. It was just weirder because he was Canadian.
Doug, my
Yeah.
favorite anything from Shrek is not even like a big joke in it. It's just my favorite because it's so dark and it's also like that's historically accurate. Like if we're talking about like guys in castles. No, if we're talking about guys in castles. It's when Lord Farquaad is giving the speech about rescuing the princess and he's like, some of you may die, but that is a chance I am willing to take.
That is
It's so dark, but that's my favorite line from any Shrek movie is some of you may die, but that is a chance I am willing to take.
such a castle guy thing.
Such a castle guy thing to say.
That's what you say when
Castle
you're in
guy
the castle.
Big castle guy energy, dude.
Poor Shrek.
Dude, if they ever do a live action Shrek, Peter Dinklage has to play Lord Farquaad.
I think they do it as a musical, so they could dink it up. If he wants to hit the Broadway stage.
Well, maybe a dink comeback, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
The Tom Brady of live action movies who just dink and dunk your way through it, dude.
It's a different film. I think
Oh my god, no, come
He
on.
might
Peter
be-
Dinklage as Lord Farquaad.
he gets asked
Danny
to read
DeVito
for the
as Shrek.
gingerbread man, and he's like, no, I got my sights set on a bigger role.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Shrank?
Danny DeVito was Shrek.
Danny DeVito as Shrek. Dude.
Shrank, it's just a small mini
Shrek.
Shrek.
Shrek. Noah and Jesus are both in it.
Oh god. Danny DeVito, he's on a boat, right?
They're like, why haven't we had big budget outside of Passion, which is kind of like an Easter tradition? I get stoned by myself and get a bunch of McDonald's, and then I sit on the couch by myself and I watch The Passion of the Christ.
Oh hell yeah.
But
Is that like a traditional like
Easter, that's what you
Northeastern?
do. Yeah, but that's what
Oh,
we
yeah.
do. Yeah, but why is there no other like major budget? Like, where's the Noah's Ark film that like people want to watch?
Russell
make
Crowe.
one?
Russell Crowe did one.
Fuck
yeah.
me, it probably sucked because I didn't know that.
Oh,
Was that when Russell Crowe started doing weird shit?
No.
Sounds like it.
It was like Russell
Is
Crowe
it
and
called
Oliver
Ark?
Stone
Is it
or
called
something.
Ark?
No, it's called Noah. Russell
I know
Crowe is
nothing
Noah.
about this.
Yeah, it was like big. It was like around the same time they did. What was that one with Orlando Bloom? Kingdom of Heaven. The one where he's like a Knight Templar, like invading Jerusalem. They did these like epic historical movies because Passion of the Christ did so well. They were like, oh, let's make a bunch of epic.
I want
yeah.
Jonah and the Whale.
Dude.
Do you guys remember Joan of Arc from like the 90s with Mila Jovovich?
No, it wasn't.
No.
Was that it?
Excellent historical. It was one of the spill-offs from Braveheart. Because Braveheart was such a success. They're like, oh, let's tell more of
How
these like
successful
historical
was
dramas.
Braveheart? Because Mel Gibson lost Best Actor to James Cromwell and Babe that year.
Yikes.
Good pick.
Yikes.
I'm a big Braveheart
Dude,
guy.
could you imagine if Denzel Washington had lost Best Actor for Training Day to Ice Cube for Are We There Yet?
Oh my.
Because that's
the universe that exists.
that's what happened.
The trajectory of modern film will be
That's
very
what happened
different.
in 97.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Well,
really?
Ice Cube was really showing his range there. I haven't heard any of Denzel's records.
Are we there yet?
It turns out
Oh,
life's
God,
a journey,
that's so
and they never
fucking
got
funny.
there.
And they never got there.
That's the whole thing.
Yikes. No, there were a couple like of those like spill off like where they made like really good movies or like really big budget. I won't say good movies, but they made really big budget productions of like those historicals. Like there's the Joan of Arc one. I remember the DVD. It was a 2 DVD set like Titanic. Like it was a 2-disc. You did halfway through the movie. It was like a 3.5 hour long
such a
movie.
stupid thing. You didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to do
But
that.
it's kind of nice. It's like flipping a record when you're listening to it. Like
turns out the only reason they did that was they didn't know how much you could fit on a disc at that point in
Nobody
time.
just tried it.
Nobody knew.
Nobody's like, hey, why don't you print the whole thing and we'll just put it and see if it plays to the end.
Yeah.
They were just guessing.
What a shitty fucking era for technological advancement. The DVD menus are crazy.
I seriously think in the early DVD days, they thought it was the same as a CD, and they're like, well, a CD can only hold this much. So the movies can only be up to this much. And it was like, well, but it's a different disc, and nobody
It's a
knew
digital
that.
video disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The DVD menus, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like a 18-second loop.
Yeah, the 13 Ghost one was always
Yeah.
weird to me.
The Mr. Deeds one is actually really good. He's like they're like the characters like sliding in and out, and there's like whoop, like really cool noises.
Dude, it's nuts that like Netflix is like incorporated, like stolen that technology from the DVD days. You know what I mean? Like when you open Netflix and it immediately just starts playing like a micro trailer for something, and then it's like, then it gives you the menu to watch it, and then it's like, oh, not that? How about this one? Micro trailer. Watch now.
When I turn it on, I'm not like, I gotta get there where we're warming up here. I don't want to hear anything.
Same.
I don't want to see it. Like I'm gonna go through, and then like if I want to watch, I'll watch the trailer.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta mute the TV before, because like I overstimulate. I'm not sure really. Now I'm gonna make a bad
You
decision.
can't just autoplay the trailers.
They do, but it's not even trailers. They play like a really weird, intense scene. So you're thrown in the middle of this dialogue. You're like, who is this?
Oh yeah.
Like,
or when you when you're scrolling through and you do stop on something, or you click into something because you're like, oh, I want to
it's
read
playing
more
it.
about it, and it just starts playing.
Yeah.
immediately, and then it just goes. You're not reading anymore. Now you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
if
hate that.
and then if you're like, oh, I'm not into this, I would never watch this, and you back out, it's still on your watch list.
Yeah.
Continue watching, and it's like, I didn't start watching it to begin with. You did.
Yes.
I was
This was
trying to
study.
read.
I wasn't watching this.
I'm trying to find something.
Skynet is fucking with us already, dude. We don't know it yet. I mean, we're aware, but we can't stop it. Are you still watching? You know I'm right here!
That's how I got.
Yeah.
That's how
So
I watched
insulting.
No Country for Old Men. As I was scrolling and started showing, I was like, oh, fuck it. All right.
Actually, I'm gonna take back everything I said. That's awesome. Great fucking flick.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a hell of a
a movie.
movie.
They put some business on you. Usually for me, it's just like a weird, shitty original series about like somebody who struggles with their like relationship with the world around them, and I don't really understand the reason for it.
Yeah.
There's really no bigger plot. Just a person who doesn't like things or life and doesn't know how to express it.
Oh, are we talking about Chet Hanks' dad again? Are we talking about...
Tommy,
Are we
Chet
talking about
Hanks'
all-
dad is crazy.
That's what it happened in the last episode. That was the callback. But no, yes, Tom Hanks. What you're talking about? There's a movie on Netflix called named A Man Called Otto, and it's
Yeah.
literally just that. It's like this man's grumpy and he doesn't like anything. Meh.
It's like, what are we gonna do? And then at the end, it's like he just keeps doing it because he doesn't have the balls to pull the trigger.
That is basically the movie. That he's not wrong. That is.
No, it is.
You see the clip of Chet Hanks at the Golden Globes?
No.
Inexplicable.
I don't listen to Chet Hanks.
No, it's something that. So I guess this was I had access to it by this was like maybe a week short of Chris D'Elia doing shit that he shouldn't have done and being caught doing it.
Which time, brother?
Yeah, I know. But so it's like him showing the clip. Chet Hanks, inexplicable Jamaican island accent, and he said, "He's like, yeah, Golden Globes." It's like it's crazy. Chet Hanks is like, "Bomba clot, big ups, shout out to the Golden Globes, boy." Like it's crazy.
That's insane.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Chet Hanks is a very interesting specimen.
Chet Hanks,
Yeah.
the Charlie Sheen of Hankses.
Chuck Hanks.
You just get to be
Chuck
rich
Hanks,
enough-
dude.
Chuck Hanks.
Chuck Hanks.
You just get to be rich enough to adopt patois. It's just like, how much money do you have to be able to just adopt an accent? Like, imagine getting rich and be like, "Thank you very much. We're going to the Golden Globes." You know what I mean? It's like, when do you get to do that?
Have you seen that meme that's like
And not even like for a movie, like in real life.
Yeah,
Like
just
not like
yeah.
Borat.
on the
like
red
for-
carpet
Yeah.
where people are watching like and getting awarded for their work in real movies? You're just there like civilian on
Joaquin
it.
Phoenix
just-
rich. I think you have to be baseline
He could do
Joaquin
it.
Phoenix
Yeah.
rich. He did do it. Do you remember his documentary? Like
Yeah,
what
okay.
was it like?
I'm
Was I
Still
ever
Here.
really here?
I'm Still Here.
I'm still here.
Yep.
Where he's like, "Oh, I'm quitting acting to become a rapper." And then it just turned out to be like an 18-month long like fake mockumentary.
PR scam, like
Yeah.
social study that got exposed halfway through. I think, honestly,
Really?
Real weird
I'll
stuff.
check that out. That's
outside of the Casey Affleck kind of shit that also shouldn't have happened but did happen, it's not as terrible as you think that it is. They had some real prostitutes on the set, and apparently they were kind of gross to them. And Casey Affleck was canceled, soft canceled, medium canceled. I don't know the levels or tiers of that. but,
Medium rare.
that tracks.
But I don't think if it weren't like exposed while they were in production for it, like that interview that he did on the late night show was like super strange. I think it would have been cooler if they were able to keep the cat in the bag. I don't think it was a great production by any capacity, but it might have been not like a dark mark on his career if it didn't come
Yeah.
out before it came out. But
Yeah.
I think he's chilling. He's got a pretty solid track record.
Yes.
But I've heard bad things about the Joker too. You guys check that thing out?
No, not yet.
I've seen some of the stuff online, but I haven't watched it yet. And,
bad things, like it's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's a mess.
yeah. Well, dude, it's
A film without an identity.
yeah. Well, going back to like the Nicolas Cage thing, that is also like Joaquin Phoenix's like career model. Is he does something incredible and then does something trash, and then does something incredible and then does something trash. And it's very like, but he is also.
But his
not,
peaks are
Yeah.
Peaks are peaks.
Yeah.
But he is also like not in his right mind. He is not like a normal
method
person.
actor.
Yeah.
Well, also, have you heard all of the stuff about like whose autobiography or somebody's like book that they wrote where they were talking about like shit that happened in Hollywood in like the 80s and 90s and like there's like in this book like I guess so River Phoenix who like
Yep.
OD'd and like or took his own life. Charlie Sheen apparently like raped him in between trailers.
Jesus.
Like between two trailers on set and like
Charlie
people
Sheen.
saw
That's
it.
a young Sheen.
That's a young Sheen. But that's like right after Platoon Sheen,
Yeah.
who method acting,
Yeah.
gave himself PTSD and then went psycho.
I mean, his dad did it first, right? I think.
Oh, wasn't it? What was it? No, not the Deer
Apocalypse
Hunter.
Now.
Apocalypse
I think
Now.
that's the singular greatest film ever.
Yeah.
But the redo, like the redux redo, if the French pronunciation. But crazy. Sheen went nuts in that thing. The other Sheen. So he was probably doing some crazy shit that maybe people didn't see.
That maybe young Charlie and Emilio did see. And you notice one of those changed his name and was like, I'm not a part of that family.
I like hockey.
Yeah, I like hockey and wholesome kids movies.
Yeah.
Young Guns. I like spaghetti westerns. Spoofy spaghetti westerns.
What's Emilio doing now?
He was just in that Bratz documentary on Hulu about the Brat Pack.
Okay.
About the Brat Pack from like the 80s and all like the John Hughes movies.
Bratz dolls.
That's right.
I didn't really understand the connection.
What?
Yeah.
The Brat
Yeah.
Pack and like a lot of the people from like the John Hughes movies, and it was like tracking like where they are now and stuff after like they got labeled the Brat Pack, kind of thing.
So he was in it just with the where are they now segment.
Kind of like it was a guy who was in the Brat Pack who like was like an actor in a bunch of these movies, Andrew something. But it's him now basically being like, oh, being called a brat basically ruined my life. And so it's him following up with everybody else from the Brat Pack and seeing like what they remembered of it and like how they took it when they were labeled this. And then he goes and talks to like the journalist who wrote the article. And apparently it was like this whole thing where like this journalist was like partying with them like the entire time he was writing the article, and they thought he was writing.
Fuck that, dude! Snakes in the fucking grass.
Yeah, so they thought he was writing a profile.
Like, dude, we put on for you, bro.
Yeah, they thought he was writing a profile on Emilio Estevez. And then turns out he just wrote this article basically calling them all these like brats and stuff because it was when Hollywood was like transitioning to movies about young people.
When he had the moment like where he called him the Brat Pack, that's like the magic. When you get an idea like that, like a holy shit idea, you're like.
So basically he goes and talks to Emilio. Like he talks to like Demi Moore. He talks to Emilio Estevez. He talks to a lot of the people that were part of that. But when he's talking to Emilio and he's like, when the article came out, he was like, oh, like I tried to separate myself from all of you after that. Like he stopped doing those kinds of movies and started trying to do like more serious movies. It was like, for him, it was like when everybody made fun of like Robert Pattinson for doing the Twilight movies.
He snapped.
And then he was like, fine, I'll go do like real shit. And some of those
he's
like
rocking
indie
his
movies.
Shit now, dude.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying. In between like Twilight and Batman, a lot of those indie movies he did are fucking great.
Yeah. Did you see Good Times? It's Safdie brothers. So they're a brother duo who directed Uncut Gems. Before that, they did a movie. One of them actually starred as his Robert Pattinson's brother, and it's like he's just like a fucking junkie, like New York slum bag.
Oh
like,
yeah,
and it's equally anxiety driving as Uncut Gems, but it's also like visually, like lighting wise, it's like really psychedelic and shifty. It's fucking brilliant, dude. It's awesome.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Good Times.
Good Times.
It's terrifying. You'll never look at a bottle of Sprite the same way.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Gotta watch it now.
That's why they had to rebrand it to Starry, I bet.
That's Sierra Mist.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
You're right.
Which,
right.
thank God they did that. I don't drink Starry, but Sierra Mist was trash, man.
It was very trash.
Pepsi products, okay? No,
Dude,
it's not.
The new Starry commercials are hilarious. Have you seen them?
Uh-uh.
Dude, it's like athletes giving interviews, like podiums or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's
like post games.
Yeah, post games with like the Starry, like the lemon lime or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy in like with the press who's like, when he stands up, it's like blurred out the logo, but you can tell it's the Sprite logo. And he's like, "No, come back! Why? You don't have to leave. We'll change." And like all this stuff. And he's like, "No, I'm with them now." And it's like it's all of these. It's like Sprite being like a thirsty bitch.
Well, that's
and it's
awesome.
hilarious. And they are literally calling Sprite thirsty. Like in the commercials, they're like, "Thirsty, drink Starry."
I mean, dude, the rebrand though has been all based around like the NBA is their major like promotional market. So good.
Well, that was a big steal for them.
Right? Yeah, it's huge.
You know, because like Sprite has had the NBA since that Drake video.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Where his head, Android Drake, and
when
his head just starts splitting off
Sprite and his head breaks apart.
Oh,
yeah.
Another weird era of like visual development where they're like, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah, hey,
and
we're
gonna
steal this.
and he's like,
we're gonna steal this gimmick
Takes
from Men in Black,
and then
dude.
his head just like.
Yeah, we're gonna steal this gimmick from Men in Black and Total Recall, and we're just gonna make Drake an android. Where his head splits open.
You guys remember the 5 gum commercials?
Yeah.
It was always like super weird, always dark.
That's what it feels like to choose.
Just a guy running on like blue lines of like glow.
Somebody like eats the wintergreen, and all of a sudden you just see a skier blow past like a line of trees, and the snow gets blown off of them, and they're like, "What it feels like to chew 5 gum."
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Smint
Just
commercials from the 90s?
The what?
They were called Smints. They were these triangular little mints, and they came in a plastic box, and they were pretty cool because it had like, an angled, like cut down, like V-neck situation, and you would push down on a plastic top, and a little piece would come out, and it'll give you one mint. But the whole thing about the Smint was that they had the Smint kiss. And so you're supposed to put it between your teeth and then kiss somebody and give them the mint. And so the commercial was just people making out.
Nice.
It's awesome. I was like 8 or 9
just
years
tongue
old.
action.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's like 5% of my sexuality.
Dude, my favorite commercials.
We got 15 left to get.
Yeah.
50%.
55.
My favorite commercials were the Starburst commercials. The Scotch Korean Starburst commercials, where it's like a dad and his son, and he's like Korean, but he's got like the Scotch like mutton chops, and he's wearing like a kilt and like the little hat and
It's a
everything.
half Irish goodbye, dude.
Yeah, but he's like talking to his son, and he's like, some Starbursts are chewy but juicy. They're a contradiction, much like us, Scotch Korean. Those and the Doritos Super Bowl commercial from like the early 2000s, where it's like guys in the gym, and he's like eating Doritos, and he's like, "Yo, did you take those out of Kevin's locker?" And he's like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Don't touch Kevin's Doritos. He gets real weird about them." And then Kevin jumps out in like a Doritos samurai outfit and throws Doritos like ninja stars.
I guess commercials kind of are weird again with the Old Spice. Old Spice kind of rode like the Tim and Eric like comedic thing and ran with those, and commercials
I'm on a
get
horse.
weird again.
Yeah.
There was like the Puppy Baby Monkey commercial. That was maybe
that was a good
Doritos.
one.
So they are getting weird. I take back what I'm saying.
Remember the Skittles commercial? It's like, are those Skittles berries and cream?
Berries and cream, berries and cream.
Yeah, you ever seen that one?
Yeah.
Do you
That was
remember?
my favorite, dude.
Do you remember the one where the kid's like, I think I came down with the Skittle pox, and the girl like
Yeah,
picks one off
yeah,
of his
his
face?
head.
Yeah, and then she's got him.
It's like weird.
They had those Gushers commercials where we'd eat them and your head would turn into a fruit.
Yeah.
So we've got a concept for a video for a track off the record we're putting out next year that's going to have some Gushers animation in it.
Let's go.
Called Lemon Drop.
What was the Capri Sun one? When they would take the Capri Sun, they'd blow it up, they'd squish it, and then like, you guys ever see those commercials?
No.
They would take the Capri, and
They're
they'd
trying
finish
to
the
teach
Capri
kids how
Sun,
to squirt
and they'd
in the
blow it up
2000s?
and squish it, and like the person who did it would like shrink into nothing. They'd be like, "Don't pop the Capri Sun." You never seen those?
No.
That sounds like
Yeah, dude. That was like it was like an era of commercials.
Oh,
that's like a Dare program like spin off.
Yeah.
Like people are popping their Capri Suns and people think that it sounds like fireworks or gun sounds, and so we're trying to get the kids not to pop them.
Yeah, quit popping it. Quit popping it.
Yeah, that's
Kid.
propaganda.
Quit popping them things. Did that commercial come out before or after the G Unit video? I was year 24, so it had to have been after, right? There's like, Doug, just imagine fucking MTV2 in like 2004, just fucking 50 Cent and G Unit, like, we be popping them things, and then fucking Capri Sun commercial. Don't pop them things, dude.
Another veil of propaganda. Wow, Capri Sun really had those kids acting right.
Yeah, I'm terrified to do that now. Even to this day, I'm so scared to do it because that's clutch.
So you Capri Sun often?
Oh yeah, I'll dabble in a Capri Sun.
They still make them in the pouches?
I still fuck with the Capri Sun. I also fuck with, when I can find them, the last time I found them, they were the knockoff fucking sugar-free versions, and they were garbage. Do you remember the Hugs?
The little barrels.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
You
Fucking
jack one of
foil,
those,
fucking-
like the neon green one at a barbecue, and you're fucking running around just screaming.
Yeah.
Did a little ring around your lip.
Yeah, you feel like fucking a Ninja Turtle in fucking Secrets of the Ooze, dude?
You remember the old
Like, holy
Kool-Aids?
shit, I want to do a dance number with Vanilla Ice right now, Doug. Just,
Hyped up.
yeah. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a childhood.
You're talking about Kool-Aid, the
I was a cool
Twist
kid.
bottles,
you always
yeah.
chew on those things.
Oh yeah.
We used to make them
I
like
like-
tea.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the high C ones with the twist off tops you're talking
Yeah,
or
they
the
have
Kool-Aid
like-
jammers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could. You know, it's like if you turn them upside down, they plug the hole.
Oh, I never needed that whole plug.
Oh, me
I was
neither.
chugging
But I found that out later in
I
life.
was chugging it.
Yeah, I was throwing them things.
Oh yeah. Took you that time. I'd take a 6-pack to my buddy's house. We played Uno. Yeah.
Dog, I would take those Kool-Aid jammers, put them between my teeth, and just not, like ninja chop them, and then just, you know,
Yeah.
Just throwing them.
hey,
dude.
trying to get
That's
something
how
to
you
come
learn how
out of
to
your
chug
nose.
them, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just prepping us for alcoholism.
That's all it was.
Well, by the time you're
Hey,
love
get
the
your little
party.
6-pack of your Kool-Aid jammers and take them out to the garage with your dad until you're old enough to drink with the big boys.
Hey, you
dude.
drink enough, and the dude just fucking jumps through the wall. It's like
Oh yeah!
he shows up to party with you if you crush a 6-pack.
What if Kool-Aid comes out with like seltzers in those kind of bottles?
What if they came out
Arizona
with,
has seltzer.
what if they came out with-
alcoholic
Arizona
seltzer.
tea?
what if they came out
Yes.
with nicotine seltzers, dude? A little Jewel-Aid?
Oh,
Kool-Aid. That's great, dude.
Yeah, dude. You just have like a 15-year-old crash through a wall.
And he goes, yes.
A little Zen and lime. That's like the Four Loko version.
Four Locos rule.
Dude,
Why
pop
would they
open
have
a Zen
nicotine
and juice, dude.
That's crazy.
Pop open a Zen and juice.
Yeah.
That's great. There's a
Sipping
lot of
on Zen
opportunity
and
with
juice.
nicotine now.
Yeah, dude, they AI Snoop Dogg into the commercial. Dude, just sipping on Zen and juice.
Yeah.
He's just crip walking.
Why didn't they AI him? He will
He'll
sell
do it.
anything for
Yeah.
anybody.
Do it.
We'll do it.
Dude,
He'll have
Snoop Dogg
Martha
and
Stewart
Skechers.
do a verse, Doug.
Martha Stewart.
I don't know. Ringo Starr got the Skechers fucking locked, dude. He's not letting Snoop in there at all.
What?
Yeah.
Doug, Joe Montana's in there with Skechers too. I think Tom Brady now.
Brady's in the Skechers.
No, he's with
Uggs
he's
and
with
Under Armour
Uggs.
wouldn't
He's
let
with
that
Uggs.
happen.
Yeah.
Everyone's in Skechers now.
You ever seen the commercial of Snoop Dogg crip walking and then it shows his shoes and they're Skechers? He's like, what? I'm older. You ever seen that?
Ah, that's hilarious.
Are those the ones that,
Doug.
like, you remember when they put
like
out
the
those
walking
shows?
ones?
that-
Yeah, the shit.
Shape ups?
Shape ups.
You know what they were called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doug, I wore Skechers for a minute when I worked at Lowe's because I was walking around all day on those concrete floors, and they had like these air cloud insole things that were like the most comfortable insole.
Does
I've
Nike
ever
know
seen.
about this?
Huh?
Does Nike know about this?
Or I'm sorry, memory foam. It was like a
Okay.
memory foam insole, but it was insane. It was very comfortable.
You were sketching around the Lowe's?
I was very sketchy, dude. I was very sketchy. In fact, I when I got rid of those Skechers, I took the insoles out and put them in a pair of Hey Dudes and insoled up.
That is the pinnacle white dude footwear. That's
You
crazy.
see, Jelly
Hey
Roll's
Dude.
got some Hey Dudes coming soon.
Well, he doesn't have the memory foam Skechers
Best
insoles,
believe I'll
so
get them.
Huh?
I said, you can best, I'm gonna be first in line to get them things, dude.
Hell yeah,
Jelly
dude.
roll, hey dudes.
I might have to snag. I'm gonna have to
jelly
snag a pair.
rollers.
Jelly
They've
rollers.
got the shape up sole.
Yeah, they're gonna be called Hey Bubba's.
Hey, Bubba's.
Hey, Bubba. That's hilarious. That's so funny.
You got cowboy boots with the shape up soles. That's the Hey Bubba.
Hey, Bubba.
Well, dude, you saw Post Malone's got Uggs. Is doing Uggs stuff now.
Oh, that's right.
Does Tom Brady know about this?
I think Tom Brady invited him.
Just
He's retired now. He's a
Sounds
fun
like a
guy. He's
killer
looking
party.
for friends.
Should have that dude on here.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, peak autism.
Peak autism.
Yeah.
Dude, I've said this multiple times on this podcast,
Yeah.
and I
Have
appreciate
you?
you for validating me.
Yeah.
Dude, I've said it
Oh.
multiple times. Do you remember the late night show? I think it was Fallon. It was either Fallon or Kimmel after one of the Super Bowls they won, where he went on and like they brought out like a smoothie or something, and he didn't know what the strawberry was, and they were like, Tom Brady has never seen a strawberry in real life, and somebody tweeted, and I'll never forget this tweet, but somebody shared that video, and the tweet just said they locked Tom Brady in a closet and only let him out to do football.
That's what it takes
And
to
that's
be great,
basically
man.
what the TB12 method is they're like, hey, only eat this, lock yourself in a closet.
Oh, shit.
This is why. No, I'm almost positive
Tom
Tom
gave me
Brady.
6 Super Bowl rings, so like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Brady is peak autism, and Peyton Manning is right behind him. Peyton Manning is whatever that thing is where your head gets bigger.
He doesn't
Gushers?
have a
Peyton Manning is Megamind. Dude, if they ever do a live action, Peyton Manning is Megamind. Doug, have you seen they started the Guardian caps this year in the NFL? Like it's the thing, it's like the helmet condom thing that goes over the helmet.
Practice.
Yeah. If you see anybody wearing it, it just looks like Peyton Manning in a regular helmet.
I get more like Baby Mario vibes from those things. It's like they're walking around and then
I get Toad.
Like a little bit too.
Toad from Mario.
Yeah.
They're just like over their helmet.
So it's you know what those pads look like on the inside of a football helmet?
Yeah.
It looks like those, but on the outside.
It looks like a turtle shell with like raised pads that are probably like this big. So it's like to limit
concussions.
Head injuries while practicing, so they can go harder.
No. They're allowing them in games now.
Oh wow.
So there's like 2 people so far who have worn them in games, and I think if Tua comes back, I think they're gonna make him wear one, which is hilarious.
Keep doing this. Don't do this. The last one was brutal.
Yeah. Dude, transition into acting. Pull a Dwayne Johnson. Be in the live action fucking.
Unfortunately, he's above the, or so he's below the threshold of height that will make you successful outside of that realm. He's not going to be a film star.
Tell that to Tom Cruise. You tell that to Tom Cruise.
I'm a cruiser, so
yeah.
I'm not going to
Also,
comment.
isn't Matt Damon short?
Hugh Jackman's short.
Hugh Jackman's pretty short.
He's short.
Yeah, but he's got a crazy name. That's a football name. Hugh Jackman. He's also Australian, so the rules are different.
Tua Tagovailoa? That's not a name?
It's a name.
That's
Have
a
you seen
name,
a video of
bro.
Rick Ross trying to pronounce that? Well, he's not even trying to pronounce it. It's just when he got drafted to Miami, he's just going, Tua Tagovailoa. And it's incredible stuff.
Doug, I'm just saying, Mila Jovovich, Tua Tagovailoa, fucking Resident Evil 11.
He does have a face for cinema, but I don't know. What
Dude, Tua Tagovailoa starring in the Russell Wilson story.
the Russell
Just
Wilson
stepdad
story.
and Future's kids.
Yeah!
That's all it is.
The
Behind
Russell
Mr.
Wilson
Baskets.
story. Is there enough interest to generate a biopic for that?
I hope. I want like a Russ versus Future movie that just gives the whole backstory in cinema.
Who plays Future?
Because like Sierra had posted that Instagram thing recently.
Yeah.
It's like her and Russell Wilson, and the captions literally was "Mommy and Daddy."
So we have Tua cast as Russell Wilson. Who plays Future?
Have you seen the tweets
who plays Future?
for Future Son's birthday?
Lakeith Stanfield probably.
That's good. Yeah, he could do it.
He could do anything.
Yeah, he can.
Future tweeted.
I guess now I would watch it. But I would watch it more for the Future story.
Or we uncancel
Yeah, right.
Jonathan Majors. We bring Jonathan Majors back to play the villain in the Russell Wilson story.
Yeah, but it's really an anti-hero situation, and it's really about Future. It's the Future biopic, and Tua just has a smaller role, which is better.
Marshala Ali.
Mahershala Ali as Future?
Yeah. The guy that's supposed to be the new Blade? Nah.
You don't think so? At that rate, Future.
Dude, Wesley Snipes, if Wesley Snipes isn't too old to still be Blade, Marshala Ali is not too old
When
to
is
play
Blade
Future.
coming back? Not soon enough.
Not soon enough.
No.
Vampire rave, like fire alarm or suppressant fucking blood is like the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Dog, those movies were so good.
They're sick.
Blade movies are awesome.
They're the only superhero movie that I fucking care about.
Really?
Yeah.
The Blade?
I don't get
Steven
I
Dorff.
don't get the
Steven Dorff so underrated as a villain in the original Blade.
Yeah.
Is that the actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a dwarf named Steven.
You think he's
Yeah, if it was, I'd have been like Dorff Steven. You know,
Dwarf Steven?
Dorff
Not
Steven.
Steven Dorff.
No, do you guys remember? It was Steven Dorff and I think Dennis Hopkins. No. Yes, Dennis
Hopper.
Hopper. Thank you. Steven Dorff and Dennis Hopper in a movie called Space Truckers.
I feel like I would have remembered that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like I watched it with my dad.
Is it
So
what it
good.
sounds like?
Yes, it is exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a Star Wars and Spaceballs knockoff.
Yeah.
Like
About space
mixed with
semi
Mad
truck
Max?
drivers.
Oh, it's
Let's go.
Like space semi truck drivers mixed with Mad Max because Dennis Hopper plays like a half robot man who's like leads these like space pirate kind of things.
And they're trying to get a package, right?
Yep, trying to get
something off the ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Dennis Hopper, his like robot character, he has a pull start penis. Like he has to like. And then,
I'm gonna believe you here.
This is legit.
Okay. I know what
It's
I'm
legit.
doing
It's one
I
of
got a
the.
bunch
It's
of
one of,
cinema to catch
it's
up
one of
on.
the greatest. It is one of the greatest bad movies you'll ever watch.
The fuck? You seen Tiptoes?
No. What is Tiptoes?
Gary Oldman.
Sold.
This is now this sounds like this. You know, this only so many times we can talk about dwarfism on the podcast, but Gary Oldman
There's
plays
no
a dwarf.
limit.
who,
There's
like,
no limit in the
steals
Tard
the girl
Yard.
from McConaughey. Called Tiptoes. Crazy film
Wait, is Gary Oldman a little person?
in the film. It's the best
How?
bad movie.
Just in the film?
Have you
How do you make Gary Oldman a little person?
check it out? It's a drama.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like a bit. It sounds like Mad Libs.
It sounds
But
like an
it's
SNL
real.
sketch.
Yeah, no, and it looks like an SNL sketch. It's unbelievable.
Oh, all I'm picturing is like those like gifs where they just put somebody's head on somebody else's body.
I'm just trying to think of how he's playing.
Pull up the trailer.
That is so funny. It's like Robert Downey Jr. and where he's doing blackface.
Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Great movie.
Do you want to please shout out your social media? Tell people where they can find you.
Cool. RAGTOP Ready at RAGTOP Ready. RAGTOP REDDY. Everywhere. But I don't know what we got coming up next. I think we got a record release. Yeah. Final single and EP release party, which is also going to be the day after my birthday next month. So November 15th, we're going to have a big blowout. I got some of my closest friends playing alongside me. Full band show, big major party. And then we're playing East Side Bowl, which right down the street.
Hell yes.
On
Yeah.
December 13th.
Are you doing that with Danny? Are you doing that with the Amigo the Devil?
No.
Okay.
That one, the Eastside Bowl show is, so Ceremony is a festival that's happening that weekend. This is like the Ceremony pre-show, so
Hell
like
yeah.
it's Sewing Club, Football Head. I should know the rest of the lineup. I'm sorry I don't. We just announced yesterday, so.
No, dude, that's
but
awesome.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. It'll be my first time playing at Eastside Bowl.
That's cool.
Let's go.
Have you been behind the scenes at
I
Eastside
have not.
Bowl?
I have not
I
yet.
have.
That's why I was asking about the Amigo. If it was Amigo the Devil, because I'm supposed to go and I'm gonna hang out with them when they do their show at Eastside Bowl.
Well,
Hell
I
yeah.
will be with you. I'll see you there.
Hell
but
yes.
Then we can tap in the green room. They've got all the backstage stuff. Like it used
Hell
to be
yes.
a Kmart, so they have all of the old like Kmart visual signage and stuff like in those back offices and in the green room.
Hell
and stuff.
yeah.
I think behind the back bar
sick.
they have a Kmart sign as well. But yeah, they
They better
preserve
still
some
have
of
that little
stuff.
quarter
That's
carousel ride, dude, because we're riding some ponies.
Haven't seen
Let's
it,
go.
but cannot confirm or deny the presence of the quarter pony.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I really appreciate you guys having me.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
Yeah.
awesome to
Thanks
talk
for coming
about
out. You guys
nerd
check
shit
out
and the
at
Bible.
RAGTOP Ready. Dude, fucking check out.
Kyler Finney Comedy on Instagram. Fat guy with a Rottweiler shirt.
I have upcoming dates. I am in St. Louis tonight at the Helium. I am in Albany, New York tomorrow night on October 24th with Cam Bertrand. And then we're in Syracuse, New York for the weekend. And then Raleigh Improv Sunday, October 27th. That's all the shows coming up this week, and then I've got shows all the way through the end of the year, including my special taping January 31st at Gramercy Theater in New York City. And you can get tickets and find all of those other shows at ajwilkerson.com. Also, make sure you check out the Patreon. You get a bonus episode of the podcast. You get all the bonus content, all the behind the scenes stuff. And you can check that out at patreon.com/Tardation Nation. See you next week, Tard Yard.
Thanks for coming to the yard.
What in Tardation?